Hi, my name is Hitesh and you are watching Metasploit Extreme on Kali Linux. As I always say, below is my web homepage where you can access much more details about me and can leave your very valuable feedbacks. Now this video is quite different from rest of the other videos because we are going to focus on something different that is known as Trojans for Linux. Now you might call it a Trojan, you might call it a set of exploit and payload, whatever it is. It just serves us the same task. It is going to exploit the machine. We can use various commands and everything out there. We can download anything, upload anything, create anything, or delete anything out there. So Trojans are not actually strictly binded to the Windows system only. Anything that takes an advantage with an administrative privileges, you can somehow call it as a Trojans. I'm not actually focusing on the different definitions by the books on the Trojan, but what I really want to show you is that any file can be malicious file. So what actually we are going to do in this, we are going to demonstrate that the particular client-side attacks on the basis of Trojans. Now for this of our video, we can also use Windows XP and can serve like that. But since I'm going to use a Ubuntu machine for it, and because of the simple reason Ubuntu was available on my system and it's quite a favorite for everyone. So let's move on to quickly our things. We have got our Kali Linux up and running and we have got our Ubuntu. So first of all, on which Debian package we are going to work on it. So it's a very simple XBomb package. Now XBomb is a simple game that you might have somehow played in your childhood or something like that. In order to download it, you can simply do apt get and -- download only install XBomb. Now I'm going to use this particular package out here. It's a really popular one out there in the Debian because most of the Ubuntu users might want to play out that. Now unfortunately I have got some errors in my Kali Linux. You also might face these kinds of problems. So instead what I have done, I have used the same command out here on the Ubuntu machine in order to get the package, because our ultimate goal is to find out the package. You can also just simply browse through your browser like Chrome or Firefox and can download that package. In order, if you are downloading that from this particular command that I have showed you in the Kali Linux, let me zoom it a bit. I hope it is visible now. Okay, so you can also run the same command out here, but where actually the package will go. It will go, just hit this home folder, you will be kept in the home folder. Now go to the file system actually, and in that you are going to find out a var directory. In that we have got the cache, and in the cache we have got apt. This is actually apt archives, and in that you are going to find your XBomb package. Now the goal is pretty simple. You just need this particular Debian package. You get it anyhow, it doesn't matter. So let's move to our Kali Linux again and let's make this package actually the malicious package. Now let me quickly create some folders out there so that we can work on them explicitly. So I'm creating a folder in my temporary directory that says let's say evil. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first of all, let me transfer this. It's on the desktop, so let me transfer this package XBomb into this folder. So I'll copy the XBomb package to /temp evil directory. Now let me travel to this directory, temp evil. So I have got this. Now let me unpack this simple file into a work folder. For this I am going to use a simple command, dpkg. I can give a -x option to the XBomb and I can unload it in a work folder. Hope the work folder is created. Okay, so it is being created. Now let me go to this work folder. Okay, so we have got a particular 2-3 files. Now in the work folder we are going to do something different. I'm going to create a new directory out here that says Debian mkdir Debian, and let me quickly go into this folder, do a quick ls. Yes, it's empty. Now I'm going to create a file out here. This file would be very simple out here. This will actually be a control file. Okay, so let me quickly create a control file. Now this file is really important. If you are not going to create this file, it might prompt you error at a later stage. So make sure that you create this file and put some of these fields. Now the first field is actually the package, version, section, priority, architecture, maintainer, and description. Now another important thing, you might write a number of lines of description out here, but once you are going to hit the enter key, it will again expect somewhat different marker like description than a colon sign. So make sure that you don't hit the enter key unless out here. So this is going to be the simple out here, and let me quickly save this file, and I have my file here. Here it is. Okay, so we have created a simple control file. Now we need to create a particular script that is actually going to run along with this package. Now in order to do that, there is a very simple option to create it. So let me create a post installation file and write out some of the scripts in it. Now this script is actually just a one-liner code. Now it will actually automatically assign the permissions of being executed, that is a 755 along with the sticky bit. So once the package is being installed, it will automatically run this of our particular file. So here is this script. This is a simple shell script, and here we have got a sudo permission as well, because whenever you run any package, automatically you are assigning a sudo package. And now this is the advantage that we are going to take. Also this 2 is out here for a sticky bit, and 755 is our well-known permission. Okay, so we are changing our scores and everything, and let me save and quit this file. Okay, so in order to make this file as an executable, I have to change its mode as well, and it's our favorite mode, that is 755 and post installation. Okay, so file is quite working out here. Now we need to use our previous knowledge that was pretty simple by using MSF payload and encodes and everything. So I'm going to make some malicious file using these particular commands. So let me quickly write this command out here. Now this is very simple command, and I have discussed quite a lot for MSF payload. We are generating a Linux based reverse TCP on our IP, that is 192.168.52.159. You can simply find out your IP address by giving an option ifconfig. So we are quite doing this, and it is going to take a couple of moments to create this particular file out here. Let's wait for it. It's not going to take much of the time. Okay, so our file is being created. Now what I can do simply here is I can use a simple command that says dpkg-debian to build our file into a Debian base, into the work folder itself. So let me quickly, oops, I forgot to write a Debian at the end. Work.deb, that stands for Debian. Failed to open a directory as some options are being set up. Oops, again an error. Let me solve this. Okay, so problem was pretty simple. I was just standing in that particular directory. Okay, so what I have done here simply is use this particular command, and once I use this, I'll have my package out here that says work.deb. Now it's pretty simple. Now what we are going to do, we are going to rename it work.debian as, let's say, xbomb.debian. Okay, now if I do a ls out here, my file has been renamed. Now I have to start some of the services that says Apache to start. Okay, so my Apache server is being started, and I can simply copy my xbomb file, xbomb.debian to /war/www directory. Okay, so my file is being copied. Now what I can do out here on this Ubuntu machine is I can get simply sudo wget http://. Now what is my IP? 192.168.52.159/ xbomb.debian. So I have just given a link to my friend saying that, hey, this is being out a nice game out there and you can use it. And since most of the so I have got this. Now what I can do, I can simply run this package. Now in order to run this package, I simply can give -i option and can give the file name, that is xbomb.debian. So I need to assign sudo permission. Okay, so oops, again I did something wrong. Now what was that wrong? I have created my malicious file, but what I have done wrong here is I haven't started my handler out here. So let me quickly start my handler as well. Now in order to quickly start my handler, instead of MSF console, I have to first start my services. Starting my Postgres SQL server. Now always start these services. Now I don't know why I haven't started it yet. I should have started it. Metasploit start. Okay, so in order to actually start MSF console, what I can do, I can simply start my MSF CLI, and this is going to be really nice because I just want to use the handler. I can assign all the permissions and everything out here. So it's going to take a bit to start actually our MSF CLI, and really I don't know why I haven't started it yet, because I should have kept it in the one console up and running just to save off some of our time actually. I'm trying best to save our time, but still sometimes these things happen. But really this is kind of a very interesting demo actually to hacking into a Ubuntu machine, and you can simply hack into, similarly like RPM, you can create the RPM values like Red Hat Package Manager, or you can simply exploit any machine, since it's a client-side exploit and software or any services is not actually vulnerable to it. So let's wait for a couple of seconds till it loads up everything. Okay, so our handler is being started, and I hope in the previous demonstration I have already described how handler actually works out. So again what I'll do, I'll again start this off my service or game. Now you heard me saying what you are doing again and again, because really I want to start it again, and my game is up and running. Now your friend might be actually playing this game and simply be checking out what's there out in, what's there not in, and suddenly he might going to hit a bomb out here. Now we are actually not interested in these bombs or anything. What we are interested in here is, says a command shell session 1 open. Now if I do a ifconfig, oops, no tab will work out here. If I do a quick ifconfig out here, I will get the IP address. Oops. ifconfig out here, I will get the IP address of the victim machine. Also I can simply do a ls, or can run any commands out here. So this is actually, we are breaking in. Now one more interesting thing, if I do a init 0 out here, now since the init are the always initialized command which needs the administrative or the root privileges, if I do a init quit 0 out here, you will notice that within a few seconds the things are going to shut down on the remote machine. So this is actually a small proof to show you out that yes, we have broken into the Ubuntu machine with all the root privileges, so that we can make some pivotings, we can make some changes out there, any shadow file, passwd file. So I hope it was quite an interesting demo out here for you, and you will also try that as well with me. And with this, thank you so much for watching, and keep enjoying the exploitation stuff.